Rangers are at the center of major drama. Barry Ferguson's is in charge, but could a shock signing boost his squad? A big-name boss is being linked permanently, but will the 49ers takeover change everything? Chris Sutton is at it again with a zillion% claim, and Jose Mourinho's racism controversy could see him banned from the Ibrox dugout. Stay tuned. This one's explosive. Barry Ferguson is in the Ibrox hot seat, and with massive fixtures ahead, the question is, could a few free agent signings give Rangers that extra boost? With European nights against Fenerbahce and a title fight still on the horizon, there might just be some bargain options available to help steady the ship. Brandon Williams is one such name, a once highly rated fullback at Manchester United, now searching for a new home. With Ridvan Yilmaz struggling for consistent fitness and Jeffrey raising defensive concerns, could Williams resurrect his career at Ibrox? Then there's Ryan Kent, the winger who thrilled Ibrox but saw his Rangers career fizzle out before leaving for free. He's had a nightmare spell at Fenerbahce, and while opinions are divided, you can't ignore his ability. Ferguson knows what Kent is capable of, as do Billy Dodds, Neil McCann, and Alan McGregor. So could a return be on the cards? Serge Aurier is another intriguing option, a fullback with experience at PSG, Tottenham, and Nottingham Forest. With Dujon Sterling unable to dislodge James Tavernier, could Aurier add some genuine competition for the armband? In defense, Daniel Amate and James Tompkins are both free and available. Amate, who worked with Celtic's Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City, can cover centre-back, right-back, and defensive midfield, a useful trait given Rangers' injury struggles. Tompkins, meanwhile, brings Premier League know-how and could add much-needed cover. Should Ferguson take a gamble on bringing back Ryan Kent, or is that a door that should stay shut? Russell Martin's name is being linked with the Ibrox hot seat, and with the San Francisco 49ers back takeover edging closer, some see him as the perfect fit for a new era at Rangers. But is he really the right man to lead this club back to the top? Andy Halliday believes Martin's possession-based style, combined with fresh investment from across the Atlantic, could breathe life into a team in desperate need of direction. He's had his critics. His time at MK Dons was underwhelming, and despite guiding Southampton to Premier League promotion, he lasted just 16 games in the top flight before being shown the door. Yet his ability to break teams down and implement a clear tactical approach is something that excites some within the Rangers boardroom. The bigger picture, however, is financial. UEFA's sustainability rules will restrict spending to 70% of the club's income, meaning even with new investors, Rangers won't be able to throw money around like some might hope. If Martin gets the job, he'll need time, patience, and a squad that can adapt to his philosophy. He himself has said that if you don't have money, you need time. But time is the one thing a Rangers manager is never afforded. Should Rangers risk a project-style manager like Martin, or is it time to go all in and demand a proven winner to take this club back to the top? Chris Sutton has made his feelings clear. He sees no chance of Barry Ferguson landing the Rangers job permanently, no matter what happens between now and the summer. But let's be honest, Sutton's opinion on anything Rangers-related is about as predictable as Celtic getting a penalty at Parkhead. Yes, Ferguson's last managerial roles were with smaller clubs like Clyde and Alloa, but does that really mean he's incapable of stepping up? The man has lifted trophies at Ibrox, he knows what it takes to win, and if he gets his team firing, why should he be ruled out? Rory Smith made the point that if Ferguson succeeds, the club will have no choice but to consider him, and that's the real dilemma. What happens if Rangers go on a run, put Celtic under pressure, and even lift a trophy? Do you still bring in an outsider like Russell Martin, or do you back a man who bleeds Rangers? If Ferguson pulls off a miracle, should he get the job full-time, or is this club too big to take that gamble? Barry Ferguson has wasted no time in making his priorities crystal clear. Winning is all that matters. No fancy talk about philosophy, no deep dives into tactical principles, just an old-school demand for effort, intensity, and results. Rangers need to win, and they need to win now. This squad is clearly at rock bottom in terms of confidence. The 2-0 defeat to St Mirren that got Philippe Clement sacked, followed by the embarrassing Scottish Cup exit to Queen's Park, exposed the mentality issues in the dressing room. Some players have looked lost, some have lacked fight, and others have been caught up in unnecessary drama. Just look at the nonsense surrounding Todd Cantwell and James Tavernier. But Ferguson won't stand for any of that. He's already said he's not afraid to put an arm around some players while giving others a clip around the ear. And let's be honest, some of them have needed that for a long time. With only one domestic trophy in over a decade and Celtic running away with the league, this season could still go two ways. Either Rangers go down with a whimper, or Ferguson ignites a reaction that puts some pride back into the club. 11 league games remain, along with the Europa League campaign, which could define how this season is remembered. Will Ferguson's no-nonsense approach actually shake this squad into life, or is this group too weak to handle the standards Rangers demand? Jose Mourinho, the self-proclaimed special one, might not even set foot in the Ibrox dugout when Rangers welcome Fenerbahce for the second leg of their Europa League showdown. UEFA now have the power to hit him with a 10-game ban following his controversial remarks in the fiery Istanbul derby against Galatasaray. Accused of racism after saying their bench was jumping around like monkeys, Mourinho is under scrutiny from both the Turkish FA and European football's governing body, with Galatasaray demanding severe punishment. This is a massive development ahead of what was already shaping up to be an explosive tie. Rangers have a golden opportunity to capitalize on the circus surrounding Fenerbahce. Mourinho loves mind games, but this time he might have overplayed his hand instead of focusing on preparing his team to handle Ibrox under the lights. He's caught up in a scandal that could leave his players rudderless in one of their biggest matches of the season. And let's not forget, Mourinho's presence on the touchline often works both ways. He thrives on the hostility, winding up the opposition, feeding off the energy, but at Ibrox, that could all backfire. The noise, the intensity, the pressure, it can break teams, even those led by a man of Mourinho's stature. If he's missing, would that hand Rangers an even bigger advantage, or would his absence allow Fenerbahce to play without the circus that follows him? Would you rather see Mourinho pacing the Ibrox touchline, knowing his ego could make him unravel, or is it better for Rangers if he's banned, leaving Fenerbahce without their biggest personality when they need him most? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.